Title. What do you think about the fact that Moose just resurrected the TNA championship and now he's claiming to be the real world champion?
You know, after everything that I had worked to do, I couldn't compete for 7 months because of an injury, because I broke my leg, my ankle, my fibula, my back, and I fought hard to come back and get myself in ring shape. And I earned the world championship not just a couple months after I returned against Eric Young, you know, and after all that hard work to see Moose just take the world championship that I think has a great lineage, a great history. It's made so many stars, but to just take it and resurrect it and claim to be the champion, at first I thought it was bull crap. But then to see how it changed Moose, it made Moose in his mind really feel like he was the world champion. And I look at Moose and I can't say that I agree with his tactics. I can't say that I like his personality. But what I will say is he is a dominant performer when it comes to professional wrestling. And him holding that TNA World Championship gave him that extra boost of confidence. And then not only him having that World Championship that he just took and made himself officially the champion, you know, Scott D'Amore piped his head up even more and just made that championship reinstated. He made it official. So now Moose is officially a world champion. So,
at just 30 years old, I'm sorry, Rich, I meant to say to you, at just 30 years old, you've already kind of climbed that mountain. You know, it's sort of like you kind of reached the pinnacle of your career at a young age. What's left for you now? What's your goals are? I guess, what are the other mountains you want to climb?
You know, definitely at Sacrifice, I want to prove that I am a rightful world champion and that I'm the true world champion. And after that, I'd love to go on and conquer another company and, you know, be a huge part of this forbidden door and, you know, maybe beat whoever, you know, is the world champion out of John Moxley and Kenny Omega. Who knows? Maybe with New Japan and Finjuice and the relationship there, maybe I might get an opportunity to go to New Japan once the restrictions of travel open up. You never know what could happen. I'm just looking to push as hard as I can and be in the best shape that I can be and, you know, have a lengthy career and a storied one that people talk about forever in this industry.
Well, obviously you've already traveled the world. You've been an international star. What would you tell a fan who's never seen Rich Swann before? If a fan buys a ticket to see you, what can they expect?
They can expect to be entertained at the utmost highest level, because not only are you going to see some amazing wrestling action, you're going to be entertained by seeing my moves, seeing my swagger. You're going to have a smile put on your face, you know what I'm saying, by all my tactics that I do. And then I'm going to bring you in emotionally, and I'm going to make you care about me, you know, and I'll give you the opportunity to choose if you rocking with Rich Swann or not, you know, because I am a firm believer that everybody is entitled to their own opinion. And what I can just guarantee is once I step into that ring, I'm going to do everything to get you on my side.
Well, you mentioned rocking with Rich Swann and stepping into the ring, but honestly, a lot of your appeal, I think, to the fans comes from your entrance. You have so much energy when you first come through the curtain. Have you always sort of had that appeal with people? Have you always been able to kind of draw people in like that?
You know, I'd like to say I was always able to do that. In school, I was being able to be a very likable person, you know, just playing music to people, playing guitar, and, you know, flipping around, doing backflips, and just doing things that, you know, get people hyped. And I feel like I've always had that certain type of characteristic about me, and that's something that I always knew I wanted to bring into professional wrestling, and I always wanted that to transcend through people's television screen. That, you know, when you see Rich Swann, be ready to be energized.
And people will be energized definitely on Saturday, March 13th, when you step in the ring at Sacrifice, a special event available on Impact Plus, where you're going to go head-to-head with Moose. Any predictions on how the match is going to go?
You know, it's definitely a match that I'm going to have to use my speed and quickness, and definitely going to have to use my years of professional wrestling that I have ahead of Moose. And, you know, just know that I've been in situations like this before, and I got to really go in there and bank on the fact that he's super confident that just over his size, that he can overpower me and squash me, and him being the TNA World Champion, that he could trump me. But, you know, I've just got that mindset and that brain thought, that scientific wrestling skill to go in there with a plan. I ain't going to give it out, but I got a plan.
It'll be a battle of skills versus a battle of wills, is what I believe.
Yes, sir.
And you can definitely continue to follow this man, Rich Swann, who I believe will continue to be the reigning and defending Impact World Heavyweight Champion even after this event. You can follow him every Tuesday on Access TV, Twitch, and all the platforms that Impact Wrestling is available on. And Rich Swann, I want to tell you, as a big fan of yours, thank you for your time today, sir.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.